Hello, this is AI in Agriculture, one idea a day. And today we will speak about NDA. And it's not purely technical thing. At the same time, it's very important for technologies, for agriculture technologies. That's why I decided to um, dive a little bit deeper into this topic today. So, what is NDA? NDA is non-disclosure agreement, and it's a little bit legal stuff. And in my past life, I was a lawyer, and I mean, past life, it's life before PTO Pro and before agriculture and all this green stuff. I will try to make it not so boring and give you some let's say 3 points which you can think about in your practice. So point number one regarding NDAs, and basically they can be named differently. It can be confidentiality agreement, it can be non-disclosure agreement, or any type of the name of agreement which is limiting the informational flow from out of your collaboration with some other party or parties, depending on how many of you are. And it's easier always to discuss and agree on some point, understanding the limitations. So, first point which has to be remembered, it's about limitations. And in most cases, limitation is about the sharing information publicly. And this is the example where I want to make PTL Pro again relevant, because if you can see any type of screenshots which I am sharing now, they are all based on real images, but these images are sometimes not production cycle. I mean, I didn't share any greenhouse images or any quality control lines, because all the collaborations which we have, we are doing the NDA first, because on our side we understand that our internal relationship must be internal, and everything what is for public can be then said officially together for public. And I suggest that you, if you are building the company which is providing some services, or if you are a farmer, or if you are a grower or producer, you still need to follow the same. And non-disclosure agreement, it's about when we speak mutually about our project. So point number one, about limitation. Point number two, about the content of non-disclosure agreement. Again, going back to my previous life, it can be dozens of pages, but it depends on the size of your company and your partner's company. And if you will ask any type of generative AI model to draft you non-disclosure agreement, you will get some pretty nice result of many pages of everything. Especially if you will ask to do it like with more details and explain your specific of business, then you will end up with like 50 pages of non-disclosure agreement. But the challenge is that you need to read all of these aspects. You need to think about every of the aspect, and then you signing party as well. They need to think on their side, and especially if they have a legal team. It's a very nice team, and these guys are very friendly, but they love red color. So then on some stage you are getting back the 50 pages draft with like half of it is in red color because they don't agree with some specific phrases, and you need to rewrite it. And as a result of working on very big documents, it's always slowing down. And again, going back to the practice of PTO, traditionally it's with universities, it takes time, like months, to sign any type of agreements. Because of this, it's not bureaucracy, it's just everyone is doing their job properly, and this is the time consuming aspect. But when we are just discussing these agreements all and all again, we already have forgotten what is the subject of our collaboration, because we are just discussing the non-disclosure agreement. So it's just tiring. And that's why I suggest that you need just to keep the smart way, and up to 10 pages it's perfectly fine and it's working. And especially, it's all about internal attitude. So if you and your partner want to do this collaboration, you just agree that you are not sharing this information everywhere, you are spreading it within your collaborative team, that's it, you can move on. And the document is just the legal basis which can help you to be reassured about the intent of both parties. And the third point. The third point is about the scope of agreement. As I mentioned, if you have 50 pages, it's kind of like a wide scope, but sometimes this wide level needs to be transferred into the scope of data which you are sharing. Because again, it's not from my own practice, but I know that some disclosure agreements, non-disclosure agreements, they are limiting specific information which can be shared and which can be not. And then after already establishing a project, you discover that non-disclosure agreement does not include this specific type of information which can be shared between the parties. And then it's you need to add an amendment, and then go back to your legal department, and then go back to all this part when you are agreeing or not agreeing with these formulations and with these specific provisions. So that's why just do your best and put all efforts about scalability into the part which explains type of confidential information which you are sharing between each other. And in this nice moment, I would like to thank you for your time, for your attention. I hope it was helpful for you at least to think about this aspect in relation to your business, and see you tomorrow with one more idea.